Harada, my friend, my dear Harada, not you too, man. Harada! There is no way Michael Murray has rubbed off on you like this. Please don't let this be true, please. Harada! Why do you guys keep making me look dumb, bro? Literally only the other day, I was like, I'ma lay off Harada because I don't think it's actually him making these bad decisions.
Lies.
And then you go and do some shit like this, Brody. Like, come on, man. At least it's not true, according to him. This excuse right here seems kinda weak. But even when this happened, I didn't really think that this was an intentional block. As much as Harada has been pissing me off for the last couple of weeks, I don't think there will ever be a time where I'm comparing him with Michael Murray when it comes to being cringe on Twitter. That is what I would think if I was a complete moron like Tekken 8's target audience. There is no situation unless, like, one of your children is getting stuffed into a white van whilst you were in the middle of spam blocking people, that you accidentally block someone on Twitter. Blocking someone on Twitter requires many steps. First, you have to click on the search bar. Then type Arslan Ash. Then click the 3 white dots on Arslan Ash's profile. Then locate the block option, where you would then have to confirm whether or not you would actually want to block Arslan Ash, while there is a big prompt on your screen in bold letters asking, are you sure you want to block Arslan Ash? There is like 6 steps where you realize, oh wait, this is Arslan Ash. Let's not block him. Harada. Tekken players are delusional and have Stockholm Syndrome with your game. We are not idiots. The fools only entered the player base with Tekken 8. The rest of us are not stupid. Either you saw Arslan Ash was bitching about your game and you got salty and blocked him, or your company are running some type of script or something that auto-blocks people, which is just as cringe. Here is the man Mike Hollow, by the way, literally saying the exact same thing bar for bar. This is common sense, bro. This shit does not happen on accident. May I add, Harada and Michael Murray are supposed to be the people we're supposed to be giving our feedback to. Clearly these old geezers running the social media side of Tekken just isn't working, bro, and it's actively making our game worse, because Michael Murray is supposed to be the Tekken community manager. However, he is allowed to block anyone he doesn't agree with, or just doesn't like their opinion. He is not doing his job if he is blocking half the player base because they're telling him he looks like the before model for a before and after Head and Shoulders commercial. So what exactly is this gremlin getting paid to do? You as a community manager cannot handle feedback even though it is your job. So you block everyone who roasts your game, which makes even more people mad, so you block them as well, but then only retards are left commenting on your post now. So that's the feedback that you listen to, which makes the game worse, and now even more people roast you. Please make this make sense, bro. On top of all of this, Harada apparently has dementia now and is blocking people and forgetting that he ever did. We need to go on a crusade against this company, man. Just remove the whole office. The whole office is filled to the brim with incompetency. Literally my 6-year-old cousin could have balanced Lars in season 2. And speaking of Lars, luckily this isn't the only thing that we have to yap about today, boys. Because that whole blocking shit, complete nothing burger in my opinion. Harada has dementia, Michael Murray's an idiot, whatever. The Tekken 8 devs have once again proven exactly why they all need the Berserk horse treatment after Arslan Ash, the world's biggest tier whore, decided to tier whore. Surprise, surprise. Well. Arslan Ash decided that Nina just wasn't broken enough to use in tournament and decided to play Lars in this particular tournament. I think it was the Tekken Nations Cup or something. Anyways, when Arslan Ash decided to play against South Korea, I imagine many of you guys were super excited to see Arslan take on Ni, a rivalry as old as time. The twin flames who are reincarnated as mortal enemies in every lifetime. bound fate by fate to battle to the death in grueling, taxing, yet Arslan just bodied knee. Seems to be a recurring thing in Tekken 8, to be honest. If I was knee, I would just say fuck Tekken 8. I'd make myself a coffee and sit down at home, maybe see my wife, spend some time with the kids, hop on Throw Loop 6 and just enjoy life, bro. Because it's as clear as day, the Pakistani players have perfected the art of the bummy offense. Legit, when I see Atif or Arslan play Tekken at least 6 times a game, I just think to myself, that was legit some red rank shit I just seen, bro. This obviously isn't a reflection of their skill level, that's just what Tekken 8 is. Playing bummy will get you wins, and all the Pakistani players are bummy. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, why is Gov going so hard on the Pakistani players? And the reason is, I'm a young ding and JDCR fan, right? Those guys are my guys, and those guys are both Koreans. So when Korea goes against Pakistan, I am going to hate, bro. I am obligated to. Like, bro, Atif Butt literally has butt in his name, bro. Like, bro, Atif Butt literally has butt in his name, bro. I can't see it, bro. Like, bro, Atif Butt literally has I'm a fucking child, man. Like, bro, Atif Butt literally has butt in his name, bruv. His playstyle, bro, I can't see. Guys, I literally can't read this fucking script. I'm gonna leave this in the video. Like, bro, Atif Butt literally has butt in his name, bruv. His playstyle was literally foreshadowed from birth, fam. Oh my god. How the fuck do I write this shit? How the fuck do I actually come up with this shit? Also, Arslan Ash's fans are so fucking annoying, bro. Like, bro, Atif Butt. Wait. I read the fucking line. Also, Arslan Ash's fans are so fucking annoying, bro. These guys are the biggest glazers I've ever seen in my life. It's actually so insane. And what makes it worse is that Arslan is actually good and wins a fuck ton. So there's very limited opportunity to really talk shit, because then they'll be like, oh, this was luck. He will win the next tournament. And then he will actually win the next tournament because it's Arslan. It's so fucking annoying, bro. Anyways, Arslan Ash and Atif, of course, are great players. But bro, do they play bummy as shit. But my opinion doesn't matter. So keep being bums, bro. It's working. It's just a matter if you guys want being bums on your Tekken resume, bro. Like, imagine you applied to be part of the Tekken team once you're done competing or something. And they check Arslan's resume and it's like, I sold my soul to body Koreans at Nations Cup. Like, you get what I'm saying? If you want that on your consciousness, then keep playing Lars, I guess. But anyways, yeah. Arslan pulled up on these cute Korean boys and gave belt to Ars, fam. Cooked more gold, cooked knee, cooked low high. It was bad, bro. It was real bad. In all seriousness though, Lars is a completely broken character right now. This was definitely a season 2 pick. And to be honest, I can't even hate. Part of being a pro is putting yourself in the best positions to win. And Arslan Ash, he did that. It's not his fault the Tekken devs were all handpicked from Japan's most prestigious special ed classes. Like, it's not Arslan's fault that we asked for a playable game and this motherfucker is saying let's give Lars a 100 damage combo literally every time he gets a launch, because he can wall to wall on practically any stage, and also give him a safe knockdown low that gives follow-ups and Oki. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, the state of Tekken's competitive play is obviously in absolute shambles in my opinion. If you're not using like Lars or Jun or Brian, or I don't know, you guys know the broken characters, at this point, you're just throwing. And even then, you're just going to be hoping your 50-50s go your way. It's too volatile, it's too random. I personally dislike competitive play right now. Maybe it's just me. Do you guys enjoy watching this shit? I don't. If you do, all power to you though. For all the people who were saying Tekken 8 is actually a balanced game, where are you at now? The Season 1 problem where the top tiers are just 10 times better than everyone else? has just gotten even worse, and the power level of the top tiers has actually increased in Season 2, which is genuinely mind-boggling. And what makes it even worse is that everyone else just feels okay. Like there's 10 fucking Super Saiyans on the roster, and then there's like 20 regular Namekians, bro. It's so imbalanced right now. You know what? Whilst we're on the subject of broken characters, let's actually take a look at character win rates in this game. Because I'm kind of curious to see whether or not the characters that I mentioned are actually broken. Also, you guys watching right now, you can see how carried you are. Okay, so this is character popularity across all ranks, and Steve is now a top 5 most used character in the game. This is how you know we're living in the dark ages, bro. The simple fact that Steve is this accessible is unbelievable, I can't lie. I think it's somewhat safe to say that Steve is like a somewhat specialist character. Like if you're really good at the game, I guess you could pick up Steve, but like Tekken King under, good luck. How the tables have turned, bro. This is what happens when you give a character brain dead heat and easily accessible 50/50s. The character ain't even that good. There is a lot better in this game, but it don't even matter, bro. Steve top 5 usage is fucking diabolical, fam. I can't lie. I'm really surprised how low Victor is, to be honest, because that character is fucking brain dead, bro. I would have thought that casuals would be swarming to that character. Same thing with Azucena. Like, these are mad easy characters that are arguably busted right now. And they're not even in the top 10. This is actually interesting. What's even more interesting to me is Horang being this high. Like, Horang, most people just pick up to be like a noob destroyer, but he's still like a pretty complicated character. Enough to where his player numbers never really get super high. But bro is top 6 now. I don't even really remember what changed about him. Anyways, let's look at Fujin to Tekken King. Anna, Hwoarang, and Steve are top 3. These dudes are trying so hard to cheese, bro. Even Devil Jin is top 10. Fucking cheesers, bro. Tekken God and above, Steve, Jin, Lars. I wonder who the broken characters are in this patch, guys. I really wonder who's broken. Fucking Raven jumping to 4 is so random, by the way. Oh my lord, look at these win rates. Kuma has an 81% win rate. Heihachi has a 79% win rate. This is diabolical, bro. How is Kuma still allowed to do this shit, bro? This is insane. I know these numbers are probably skewed slightly because I don't think a lot of people actually play Kuma or Panda, but holy man. Anyways, I think that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, guys.